Hey guys, it's Ollie here. Just to get started, I have added timestamps for the areas I mentioned in the video just in case you want to skip around anywhere. I will also be referring to each section as chapters just to make it easier for myself and for other people who want to skip through the video. What I mean by chapters is every time we go to a new area, like the screen fades to black, and then we go into a new area and wake up or something, that will be like a new chapter. That being said as well, this entire game is a single chapter in itself. There will be more chapters released in the future. Sky Davis has been working on some stuff, so super excited for that. But if you would like, don't be afraid to like the video and hit the subscribe button so we can get out there in the algorithm. I'm planning to post a lot more content, especially on Bob's Mansion when the other chapters come out as well. I will also be posting a guide on how to speedrun Bob's Mansion because there are some things that I have learned and some things that I feel aren't very self-explanatory when watching the speedrun video, so I will be explaining things in that video and explaining why I do things. So without further ado, I hope this guide helps you with all of the locations that you are needing, and good luck. Okay, so in the beginning of the game, there are multiple spawn locations for valves and also 3 different items that you need to find: a mug, a paper, and a pen. So the mug has 3 locations. There is one location here at the side room near the power room. The next location is next to the power cells downstairs where you first turn on the power. The next location is through these double doors, down the hallway, through this door, and on the counter. The pen has 4 locations, but they're all pretty close. 2 locations are on the shelf here and here. One location is on the way to the breaker room through the double doors on this shelf. And the last location is on the shelf in the paint room shown here. And the paper has 3 different locations. One is on the shelf right outside the first door you go through when you're waiting for the power to turn on, shown here. Another location is here on the kitchen and the same location as the mug, but it's on the kitchen table. The last location is on the table right next to spawn, but I actually have only seen the spawn on the easiest difficulty. When playing on Nightmare and True Nightmare, I have never seen it spawn there ever, and I've played like 100 games, probably over 100 games of Bob's Mansion, just testing things out and trying to speedrun it. So you can check there if you'd like, but just to let you know, I've never seen it in this location, unless it was on Tiny Nightmare, which is the easy mode. Next are the valve locations. These are pretty easy to learn once you understand how the spawns work. Basically, it has 2 sets of spawns. If you see the valve at spawn, then here are the following locations they will be at. From the keycard machine directly to your right, you'll see the first valve. It will always spawn here no matter what the configuration is. The next location is to the left in the small room where the coffee mug can spawn. There's another location in the back right of the paint room. The next location is on the way to spawn, like in that little area. The next location is in the kitchen. It spawns on the closest pipe to you. The next spawn always spawns on the clock room pipe, no matter what. It'll always be in that same location. And the final location is right after the clock room. Open the door and go to the end of the hall, and it will be immediately to the left of the stairs at the end of the hallway. And now here are the locations if the valve doesn't spawn on the pipe that's right next to spawn. The first is right next to the machine again. After this, turn right, and there's another one in the hallway. Go downstairs into the first double doors, then turn right. There are 2 locations. The one is straight ahead, and the next one is to the left. Make your way back to the kitchen, which is on the opposite direction down the hallway, and it will be on the other side of the wall. Then hit the clock room again because it always spawns there. And the next one is right outside the door leading to the hallway to open the door for Bob. Okay, so in chapter 2, once you spawn, just go downstairs and hit the lever. There are 4 locations in this area for the second lever that you have to hit to open up the steel door. So just start by going to the right, go through that little maze and crouch under the bookshelf, and then go straight and to the left in that little room. You'll see it on the wall there. The next location can be found directly after that room. Look to your right and behind the bookshelf. You'll see the lever there. Continue on through the little maze and look to your right. You'll see a little area you can go into. There are 2 locations in this area, one at the end of each little hallway that's in that place. Starting in chapter 3. It starts with the puppet right in front of you. Once you're able to make it into that room, there are 4 more lever locations. The first location is directly in front of you once you get into that room, right behind the table. The second location is through this first door and immediately do a 180. You'll see it on the wall. The next location, go through the door and you'll see it through the glass at the end of the hall. Then the last location, and most unfortunate if you get it, is right in the path of the puppet to the right of the table here. Next, we have the TNT locations. I haven't been able to map out each TNT location yet, but basically just run in this direction from where the side is, because the puppet will always, for some reason, be heading towards the other location on the other side. So it's just safer to go from this way. I believe it can spawn at every single table in this area, but I will show all the locations that I have seen it spawn at so far. Now, skipping all the way to the last chapter of the game, we first have to grab a keycard which has 3 spawns. Once you enter the room, you will just make your way to the right side. Then, while you're on the walkway, there are 2 tables to the left and the right of you. The keycard can spawn on each of these tables that I'm going to show you right now. And then there is one last location that is on the opposite side of the room, next to the door that you use to end the game. Right after using the keycard to get through the steel door, there is a panel that you will need to find. There are 3 locations for this, but the locations are pretty close. One location is behind these bodies that I am pointing to here on the screen. Turn around and take a left into what I assume is Bob's fun room, and then take another left, and it can also be on this far wall as well. And lastly, there is a panel that you will have to activate before leaving. First, before you can activate this panel though, you have to activate the door while Bob is chasing you, and you'll be able to activate the lever that will open up the door. Regarding these panel locations, there are 4 in total that I have found. You don't have to be in boss fight to find the panels first. You can find the panels as soon as you enter in the room. So here are the following locations. There is a location on the left and right of the room as soon as you enter. Follow the pathway to the right, and then on the left wall, you'll see another panel there. And you will see another panel next to these boxes over here. And there you have it. That is all the spawn locations in Bob's Mansion in one video just for you guys. If you guys have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I do have a few other videos about Bob's Mansion that I'm going to be pushing out soon, like the speedrunning how-to tutorial and all the tips and tricks that I have learned while speedrunning Bob's Mansion, and probably another video about Bob's Mansion that I still have in the works. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. 12:38. Holy fucking shit. we just beat our we just beat the world record again. 12:38 is our final time.